This review was a bit of a shocker for me, but I wanted to make sure I took the time to let you guys know about this new ultra fun, surprisingly stable and whippy paddle that also comes in under that $100 threshold with this channel's PBMed discount code. To give a little perspective here, these are some of the paddles I have in the queue to either be tested or have reviews made for right now. And don't get me wrong, I'm super excited to be able to give these paddles a look and for the excitement of the new tech and designs I've seen here, but it's just literally not possible to do an individual review for each of these paddles I've genuinely been grateful to receive. And I only share that to illustrate the point that this paddle isn't just another one of those paddles in the stack of hundreds of other new ones that are coming out, because I thought this was literally one of the most fun paddles I've played with this year. And I'll also add that as of right now, there are only going to be a limited number of these paddles made, so let's get right into it. The Supercourt by Chorus Pickleball technically falls into the standard shape category at 16 inches by 8 inches, but it has a very unique 6.25 inch long handle. That handle sort of gives it a look of being longer than it really is, because when you put it side by side other standard shape paddles like the Pursuit Pro EX, it shares a very comparable top and edge shape along with width, but the Supercourt has slightly less real estate on the bottom from that longer handle. Like the Engage Pursuit Pro series, the PaddleTech TKOs, or the 6-0 courts, the Supercourt is not thermoformed, but has what Matt from Chorus Pickleball calls Gen 1.4 construction that doesn't use edge foam, but rather it utilizes 4 separate layers of face material including carbon fiber, fiberglass, and then 2 more carbon fiber layers oriented 90 degrees from each other to widen the sweet spot and increase pop. One thing to note here is that unlike some other non-thermoformed paddles, there is no exposed polymer in the handle of the Supercourt, which has fiberglass reinforcement, so you truly don't feel the inside of the handle. Some people may or may not like the more square shape of this handle, but I actually like it quite a bit. The Supercourt has a swing weight of 109, which is very low, and a maneuverability index rating of 34, with 1 being the most maneuverable paddles and 100 plus being the slowest, which really illustrate the speed in which you can maneuver this paddle at the end of that long handle. The most pleasant surprises for me, however, were the pop and stability of the Supercourt, which has a twist weight of 6.63, which I was going to guess was going to be a lot lower for its apparent face shape, though the 4 layers of face material really seem to extend the sweet spot from the middle of the paddle to the perimeter, and it has a surprisingly high level of pop for a non-thermoform paddle, and combining that with its longer handle really makes it a quite whippy paddle that can be leveraged well and really pluck the ball out of the air for attacks and volleys. Now, when I say surprising level of pop, it's certainly no Gen 3 level of pop and power by any means, and it's no power paddle like the weirdly poppy PaddleTechs or Engage Pursuit Pros, but the Supercourt is over $100 cheaper than those paddles, and it has higher pop than the other high-value non-thermoform paddles like the 6-0 Courts and the 11-6-24 Jelly Bean. Another truly surprising thing for me is that this paddle had absolutely no adjustment time to get comfortable, and I was playing well with it from game 1. That's in contrary to some other uniquely shaped paddles like the Ethos Arete or the Pickleball Apes Proline Energy, which both took a lot longer to get comfortable and find a groove with. This paddle spins well, has great control, and the fact that it's not thermoformed allows it to keep more of that nice, more plush feel. Overall, I was shocked and surprised at how fun this paddle was to play with, and though it sounds a bit weird to say, I could honestly see myself making this my main paddle if I wanted to because of how well I played with it. I can see it being a little polarizing with its unique shape and retro appearance, but I certainly feel like this paddle outperforms its specifications, and I think people who like reach, maneuverability, and an overall great value option at such a low price would really enjoy this paddle, and if nothing else, I want this video to be a plea to Chorus to keep making more of these paddles. And on top of that, the first 150 people to get a paddle from this limited order get the fun free stuff like the tennis-inspired bag, the silicone weights, and the headband, so that's cool too. I'm legitimately interested to hear what you guys think about this paddle design, including its look and its overall shape. And I'd love to hear the thoughts of the players who've hit with this paddle already. So let us know what you think in the comments below. I'll be reading through your responses to hear your take on this paddle. And like always, I hope the review was helpful, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you here for the next one.